Hello, today we are going to solve May 2022 paper question number 4. Marvin is preparing control accounts at the end of each month on 30th April 2022. The following were the balances. So let's head to the first question. Part A. State 4 reasons why Marvin might prepare control accounts. So control accounts you are going to prepare because it's a part of the control procedure. Okay. So it is when you do this one of the control procedure, you are going to, it will help in reconciling the ledger accounts. Okay, you are maintaining a consistent ledger account. Also helps you to avoid any arithmetical errors, okay, which can occur in the double entry. Okay, it could have occurred in the double entry, so cost in the double entry accounts. Okay, it could have cost in the double entry, so it helps to prepare the accurate ledger accounts. Then financial statements, it also helps to prepare the, you get the total of the ledger balances which could be directly used in the financial statement, so it saves a lot of time. Then you can also use it, okay, it in like the owners can usually get the total of the ledger balances in one place in one account book, so it could often be used for reference. Okay, so that is the thing. Then prepare the trade receivables ledger control account for the month April 2022. So let's prepare this. So we know that trade receivables ledger control account, okay, it's a current asset account. Okay, so let's prepare DR, and this one is CR, and we have the found balances. Okay, so he says that on the balances, so the balance on the 1st April 2022, so balance on the 1st April 2022, okay, there was a debit balance as well as a credit balance. So let's write that. So balance BD, okay, balance BD brought down was 8,700. So it was 8,700, and on the credit side it was 250. So the balance brought down on 1st April 2022, it was this much. Then okay, then for the rest of the April, okay, for the rest from this rest of the April 2022, what happened was there was a sale. Okay, the sales was 11,500, out of which 2,600 was cash sales. So you will account only the credit sales here, so let's put that. So sales, so 11,600, 11,500 minus 2,600, so that is equal to, that's equal to 8,900. So let's write that. So 8,900, okay, was the sales that happened, credit sales. Then check received from the trade receivables, so were this much. So bank, so the bank he received 8350. So let's write that. The check received was 8350. Then what happened? It included 420 from the B luck, which was dishonored by the bank on 28th April 2022. So dishonored check. This. So it is also in the bank account only. It is called as dishonored. Okay, the dishonored was around amount 420. Then sales return happened. It was 800, included 250 cash returns. So sales returns. Okay, but here you will have to include 800 minus 250. So that is equal to 550. So that is 550. Then you have discount allowed. Okay, because they just they gave you some amount. Okay, they gave you some check. So the discount allowed for giving the cash was around 350 was given to the customers total. So 350 was the discount allowed. Then interest charge for overdue accounts. Okay, so the interest that got charged for the overdue accounts, this was in the this was around 80. So the business lost some 80 pounds. Then there was a contra entry. Okay, the business was liable to pay 50 to G weeks. So this was set off here. So that's a contra entry. So contra. So it was around 50 pounds. Okay, so the balance of 50 owing by this G weeks was set off by the by G weeks to the business. It was set off by contra entry. Then irrecoverable debts happened. So we assume it has come to the business. So that's why you are going to put on the credit side. Okay, so 730 was the irrecoverable debt. So some sale happened, credit sale happened 8,900, out of which some amount was received by check. There was also sales returns, okay, that had happened. And then you gave some discounts because they paid in the check. Okay, you can write it like in any order. So but the best way is sales, and then sales return happened. Then towards that, some people paid through the bank. Okay, what was the amount? It was 8,350. And then because they paid some cash, you allowed some discount. And also one person, he had a owing balance, and this was set off by the contra entry. So 50 pounds was set off. Then irrecoverable debts happened. This was assumed that it is never going to be recovered, and you place it as if it is recovered by the business. So the other things where there was dishonored check and interest charge, which all became expenses to the business. Okay, apart from the current asset of credit sales. So then we have the balances. Okay, the debit balance is around 400. So after all this, on the 1st May, so on the 1st May, we had some credit balance. So let's check that. So on 1st May 2022, the credit balance was 400. Balance brought down was 400. So this also becomes, okay, balance carried down by the end of April. Okay, 30th April. So this balance carried down was this much. it becomes 400. Now let's add up and see what was the balance brought down on the debit side. Okay. So let's add up 8,700 plus, okay, 8,700 plus you have 8,900, 8,700 plus 8,900 plus 420 plus 80 plus 400. So that will be 18,500. So the total on both the sides should be equal to 18,500. We know on the debit side the balance seems to be more, so we just assume that the total adds up to 18,500. Now minus of 250 plus 550 plus 8350 plus 350 plus 50 plus 730. Okay, that is 8220. So that is the balance brought down or carried forward. Okay, so 8220. Then prepare the extract from the statement of financial position showing the trade receivables balance at 30th April 2022. So let's prepare. So it's a very small 3-mark question. So the balance here, okay, 820. So in the trade receivables, it's a part of current account. Okay, non-current, it is a part of current asset. Trade receivables will be equal to 8220 minus the balance on the credit side, that is 400. So the balance will be equal to 7820. Okay, this will be the statement of financial position. In the statement of financial position, it's going to come under the current assets. Okay, current asset. So it's a statement of financial position at 30th April 2022. So this